of the FAFO podcast. Today is going to be an episode called Grind My Gears. It's about shit that pisses us off. Shit that pisses you off. Shit that pisses us off in the mushroom world. All these stupid, just asinine things that people come up with that unfortunately are taken like gospel. And it's just, we get tired of iterating over and over and over again. You could lead a horse to freaking water. We could tell you step by step how to do everything. We have multiple times in this podcast. But then somebody else comes along and they say one thing they read on Reddit, and everybody's like, well, but that sounds great. And, ta-da, they're off to the races again, and nothing you said matters. And
everyone is just so malleable now. No one has. I don't want to say no one has a backbone, but that's not the right wording. It's like, I don't know if it's just because there's so much fucking information that no one can just fucking do any research of their own anymore. Everybody wants to just fucking hear something and run with it.
Yeah, have it all handed to them. And which I don't mind handing things to people if they listen to you. But you tell somebody a certain way to do something, and they. They're mixing up the fucking soup, and they go, "Oh, I wonder how fucking arsenic would taste in this soup." And they start fucking adding it,
Yeah, they think everything you've won. Okay, my favorite is like you hand spoon feed somebody. It's their first fucking go, right? And they get to the point where like, hey, they're doing really good, and they're starting to sound intelligent when they fucking talk, and then they go and read something in some obscure fucking 4chan or some bullshit, and all of a sudden they're like back to square fucking one. And it's, God almighty, it's like, stop it.
I did almost everything you told me to do.
Yeah, almost everything.
Except ice on my hands, take a shower, and not jerk off before I did my plate.
What?
Yeah.
We're not supposed to jerk off first?
Well,
you're supposed to wipe up afterward, Come on.
Extra nutrition.
Yeah. Although I don't know, has someone ever done any cum tech before?
Yeah, someone out there is gonna jack off a fucking horse and use it to make agar.
Challenge accepted.
Well, they grow on horse poo.
Not the horses. I'm about
exactly. They grow on horse poo.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like part horse, right? It's
gonna be horse. Yeah, right. It's kind of like we're fucking out jerking off a horse, but I'm just gonna jerk off into a fucking plate and see if I can grow some agar on there.
Yeah, or a liquid culture.
Yeah,
just a little horse.
I'm pretty sure that'd be too hard to tell the difference between the two.
That would be that's the new SSLC tech. Semi-solid.
Semi-solid. Yeah, semi-spermy.
Another thing that fucking grinds my goddamn gears is any tech labeled boy, B-O-I, like any of them, like the fucking just the broke boy, squirrel boy, anal boy, whatever the fuck, all of them, just the B-O-I part, like it's just like boy. It pisses me.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know why. Yeah, exactly. It reminds me of those island boys, like like. That group of fucking New Jersey idiots.
If I was on an island, why would I wear this hat?
No, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Those two that are going to blow each other on camera. It was like those two jackasses are about to blow each other on camera to get back in the fucking limelight.
Yeah, didn't they start in OnlyFans? Aren't they like brothers or some shit?
Yeah, they're fucking brothers, and they started OnlyFans and jack each other off.
Jesus Christ.
Things you'll do for money.
Yeah, that's look at. Did you see them? They don't have very many job prospects. They fucking tattooed their faces with like random shit. It's
but
not
if you
even
don't hire them, that's not equal opportunity. You can't look at someone and judge them by their
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
I do it all the time,
and people
I'm
do
doing it right now. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, and the same fucking people that say that go on dating websites and judge the fuck out of people. So, you can't. Don't judge a book by a cover. Yeah, that shit don't work.
And it's never worked. I never understood that concept. It's like, yeah, at the point, yes, you can't judge a book by its cover, but when you have dick tattooed on your forehead and your teeth are shining like a fucking fluorescent bulb, it's hard to take you seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
just does not start so well.
That just
Fucking
grinds
hate
my
people.
gears.
That was perfect. It was wonderful, and it was like perfectly timed.
Right, my turn. What grinds my fucking gears worse? No, maybe not worse than anything, but people that sell or trade sport prints of fucking lations. I mean, at one point in time,
I can see
wake up and not let these people just steal your fucking money. At what time did that start?
Okay, just to reiterate, in case somebody's listening for the first time, sport prints. Whenever you go back to sport prints, you're going back to square one. You at that point have like 100 million possibilities, right? A billion possibilities. Yeah. So like after an isolation and you go back to a spore print, you've started the fuck over. There's more spores on a fucking spore print than there are stars in the known galaxy and sand on all the beaches of all of those stars. Right? So like
now you the only thing you possibly do is possibly bump your odds a little bit with good genetics.
Maybe 1 or 2 fucking
but
percent.
Not really, because there's still so much.
So you're saying there's a chance? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me there's a chance.
Several billion. Yeah, no. I love that though. That is great though. Hey man, I got this really sick ice. So you want a spore swab? And you're like, you know that's just gonna be whatever the fuck golden teachers, right?
Yeah. But it's people that you trust, and
yeah.
I think some people think that it's still kind of okay because
now land races are different. Okay, so let's clear that up for people. Is that land race is
not an isolation?
Yeah, but a land race means that it's spent tens of thousands of years growing in, say, fucking Florida. And so now that is, the Florida shroom is different than your fucking like rusty white that's found like in the wild, right? Or your Texas like purple cap kind of guys, right? They're totally fucking different. The mushrooms that grow around here are big saucer shaped purple fringed bastards, like purple mystic basically is a freaking mushroom from around here, and like that's a totally different fucking thing. Like Oak Ridge is those are land races. Thousands of years, natural selection has decided that those ones are going to look like that and be like that. And so you will get a specific fucking phenotype from those by doing the spores. They're all going to look like something that looks like that. But if you take and you then spend the next month just doing selections and coming out with a pretty little weird looking, golden teachers or Oak Ridge or something like that, and you take spore print of that or a swab of that and then sell it as your, super chicken squirrel fucking Oak Ridge backwards revert or whatever the fuck a stupid goddamn name.
Don't even get me started on that fucking reverts. No.
Yeah, revert grinds my gears. Now, if you've gone back to that, you've gone back to fucking spore and you sell those spores to somebody as anything other than motherfucking Oak Ridge, it doesn't count because it's all going to go back to Oak Ridge, right? It's not going to, you're not actually selecting for shit because they're going to have to start over at square one just like you did.
Can I sell them as Oak Ridge boys? But spell it D-O-I.
Fuck it. Why not? Yeah, you know what? Add a Z in there, add a Q, fuck it, whatever.
Put some money symbols.
Yeah, some dollar signs, but the stylized ones, like the old S for smiley, like with the 3 fucking lines.
There you go.
Make them all stylized dollar signs, but the dollar sign has to be pronounceable, like they have to pronounce it.
Dollar bill, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, yeah, the grind your gears, the reverts. Fucking love those, right?
Listen, if it's an ape, it's revert. It's then penis envy.
Right.
It's no longer albino penis envy.
Oh,
it's
not only do
penis
they sell
envy.
it as a revert, they sell it at a premium.
Yeah, they sell it as, yes. They've gone back to spore or they've fucked up their genetics. So instead of taking it like a man, taking it on the fucking chin and taking the loss, all they're going to do is throw a motherfucking R at the end of the goddamn name.
A little R,
like,
hey, a little R. It's not
look
a
at all
big
this
R,
shit
it's a
I did.
Little R.
I brought ape. I did so much work. I brought it back to penis envy. You guys need this shit. It's ape revert. Oh shit.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
Shit.
With brown
evolution, yo.
Right.
But,
I don't.
Yeah, I've got golden teacher reverts.
What the hell would that be?
I mean, so a penis envy, right? So a penis envy revert is like, I'm waiting for that to come out.
Dude.
To be honest,
do penis envy reverts and just sell golden teachers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's golden teachers.
Right?
There you go.
I mean, that's everybody needs to realize that's what you're fucking buying. It's
just a regular thing.
I think so here's what I think the fucking problem is. A lot of these people like keep reptiles, right? And so they understand a little bit about genetics, like how something can be heterozygous, right? How something can be heterozygous for something, right? So if you have like 200% het albinos, and you breed them together, 50% of them are going to be fucking albino, and 50% of them are going to be.
It's what's that square called? It's the
it's called a Punnett square. So that's it's going to call a Punnett square. So I think that's where the fucking disconnect is. But that's because these retarded fucking monkeys don't understand that there's like 250,000 sexes in fucking mushrooms. We're not talking about like X.
Yeah, this isn't a 2x2 square. This isn't a capital A, lowercase a.
This is a motherfucking square.
1001001.
Yeah, it's a square the size of like fucking Madison Square Gardens and a parking lot. All right, so and it doesn't work that way. So you can't just take revert, breed them together and expect to get anything but fucking reverts, because at that point you have 250,000 plus 250 fucking thousand, and you put those little bitches together, and now you have 500 quintillion different possibilities.
Well, no.
It's just
250,000 times 250,000.
Yeah. Yeah, bazillions.
So another dirt equals dirt.
Yeah, it's like 5 quintillion. Yeah, it's just like it's not going to happen. Yeah, it's and that's I think where the disconnect is that people think that the genetics are simple, like they are with like fucking dogs and like plants and reptiles, snakes. Yeah,
I mean, if it was that easy, we'd be able to sit there and go to a genetic calculator, like we do with ball pythons. We could throw in what we have, and they'll be able to pop out the 6 to 8 different strains we might get on the breeding. But you can't do that with mushrooms. It's just way too much.
I would fucking love to see that.
All you're buying are hopes and dreams of liars.
You would need a fucking supercomputer just to calculate two strains of mushrooms.
You punch in like your 6 things: ape revert, cross ape revert. So you typed in like fucking like 8 letters, and then it just like your computer instantly fucking crashes and starts on fire.
Yep.
Error.
Yeah, you need a quantum computer to even think about trying it.
But
and then once you have all your possibilities, how do you isolate one of those possibilities out of the millions and millions?
Like when we're talking about making an isolation, you're taking the plate that you've done your smears on, and then you're taking strong sectors from that plate and going on to another fucking plate until eventually you get what looks like one strain on a plate, or some really healthy mycelium if you would just want to go for that. And at that point, you don't know what the fuck you have until you grow it out. You just know that, hey, this is a pretty plate. And you might, people don't understand is you can accidentally select for non-fruiting varieties. You can select for varieties that don't have fucking psilocybin. You can accidentally select for varieties that grow upside down, backwards, fucking, they produce fucking stones, that they do all sorts of stupid, weird shit. And that's the beauty of playing with the genetics of something so complicated. But selling something as a fucking revert is just straight lazy. And I mean, I'm gonna sell everything I fucking have as a goddamn revert. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going in the revert business. It's gonna fund my house.
They're worth double the price.
Told. Exactly. Like people are fucking selling it for like the same price as everything else. So if you want a revert of something, I'll sell you a goddamn mesquite tree revert. I'll sell you a fucking cactus pad revert. Let's fucking do this. It's revert. It was something cooler. Now it's just a cactus pad. But like, fuck, it was a dolphin. Now it's a cactus pad.
Yeah.
Fucking reverts. All right. So what else pisses you off? Because I've got a lot of shit that pisses me off.
Well,
okay. The last dumb thing that I fucking heard was Joe, a guy messaged me and had said that this guy was going off about how nutrition plays absolutely nothing to do with growing mushrooms whatsoever. Okay, I get it. Maybe you're not on board with the whole like nutritional substrate yet, but listen, Jack Weasel, not at Joe, at the fucktard that was going off about this, right? Listen, fucktard, you have nutrition from the fucking grain.
Yep.
Okay? That is nutrition. You cannot grow fucking mushrooms in sterile water. His argument is that mushrooms are 90% fucking water and they don't get anything at all from any sort of nutrition. I'm like, bitch, you're 80% water. Like, you need nutrition. Try going a cat without fucking water, like without nutrition. Let's see how long that cat lives. Like, just feed a fucking cocoa core.
I think a lot of that stemmed from the latest fad. It's not really a fad, but the latest push for people to use water agar to clean up mycelium. And all of a sudden, they're like, well, I'll just use water for everything. But no, it's got a specific purpose.
People don't. Yeah. People just keep adding shit to these fucking things. Like they see something and they think it works for everything. That's not how it fucking works.
Yeah, water agar is just a tool, one of many tools that should be in the mycology toolbox.
Well, water agar, I don't know if everybody fucking knows how water agar works. Is that water agar it's nutritionally devoid, right? So when you put mycelium on there and you have a dirty mycelium culture, right, with a whole bunch of bacteria and stuff, is that bacteria have nothing to feed on, so they can't travel around on the water agar. However, your mycelium will reach out in an attempt to find food. And once it's reached out past the bacterial culture, then you can take a sample of that distal mycelium and put it onto a nutritionally rich, regular, everyday fucking agar. And now you've isolated it away from the bacteria. You've left the bacteria behind. And that's how it's supposed to work, but now everybody's trying to make it fucking magic. Like, hey, man, have you tried Ozarkid boy tech? Fuck you. Like,
the Dasani tech.
Dasani, no, you got to say boy. It's got to have fucking boy in it. Yeah, Dasani boy tech.
Boy. Boy. Had to have boy to be popular. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, keep up with the trends.
God, I hate that shit. Why can't I have girl? That's so sexist. God damn it.
Well, girls are not cool anymore.
Well, I still like women. I guess that was a Bud Light thing. It's Bud Light made it girls not cool anymore.
Well, it's just they made it where everybody could be a girl, so it's nothing special anymore.
Yes,
I think I might be
blaming all of this on you.
Yeah, boy, I
haven't had a period in like 40 years. I'm late.
Yeah, I'm 45 years late. I must be pregnant.
and
to come out as a teenager.
And to be fair, I have nothing against transgender people or any of those types of people. I just don't want to shove them.
No, of course not. I don't care. Anybody can do whatever the fuck they want. You just don't have to throw it in and grind it on my face because it grinds my gears.
You don't hear me going out and telling everybody about my sexual escapades. I keep that shit to myself. as it should be.
Escapades.
Shut up.
I like that.
Allegedly.
Of dad there having a fucking sexual escapades.
Oh, you don't want to hear
leave the lights on during missionary.
Dude, I've got stories that can curl your fucking toes if I wanted to share.
Oh, do tell. You opened the box.
Oh, no.
This is good. Hold on. Right now we're holding it a light R. Okay, like rating. on this episode so far. Light R, like
PG-13, damn it.
PG-29, PG-30, something like that. And yeah, if we go into sex pains, it's over.
NC-17 time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're not. You can ask all you want. You're not hearing about my sex life. Period.
Dude, shit.
Memory's not what it used to be.
You gotta leave something to the imagination, okay?
Just keep her wondering every night. Am I going to come out of the closet?
Here, honey, I drew up a diagram for tonight. Whatever you do not let go of the handles or somebody's getting fucking hurt.
Do not deviate from the plan. The safe word is Snuffleupagus. Go, deploy.
Because my safe word is harder.
That's a very confusing day. I remember that. You ever seen Idiocracy? It's like the guy, specific sir, like the fucking cop on there. Specific individual. I just hear that. When he's like, my safe word is harder. I'm like, you specific individual. Are you okay? Yes. I'm very confused right now. I don't know.
What were they? They were watering their crops with what was it, Fanta or something like that?
Yeah, it was fucking
Brando.
Brando. There you go. Energy drink. Yep.
It has electrolytes.
Got what plants crave.
Got what plants crave, motherfucker.
You can water like from the toilet.
To be clear, mushrooms do like to have some electrolytes, specifically
Brando.
Epsom salt. You could probably get away with honestly using fucking like Brando to grow mushrooms. You could probably get away with it because it's got Epsom salts. It's got it's got some nitrogen. It's got potassium. It's got Epsom. What do you call it? It's got pretty much everything in there. NPK, a bunch of fucking sugar, some calcium.
Pretty much anything that would get moldy if you left it out would grow mushrooms. I mean,
yeah. Well, I don't know if does.
How about a cum rag? Would a cum rag grow mushrooms?
That gets
dude.
Deadpool.
Oh, Jesus.
The inquiring minds want to know: do cum rags get moldy?
Oh yes, they do.
I don't leave on the floor that long.
There was an entire. Oh my god! So this reminds me. There was an entire fucking Reddit like best of Reddit. I was like, because I love reading best of Reddit, right? So it's pretty fucked up. Well, one of them was about like this dude used to jack off into a fucking like box, like a sweater box, like a shoebox, like all the fucking time. His shoebox started growing like fucking like mushrooms and shit. So
oh my god. Holy fuck. I don't even
start crying.
I want that out of my head. Just the picture of that. Oh my god.
There's pictures. There's pictures on there.
Fuck that.
Yeah. It was like this is like
mushrooms.
Reddit from like 6 or 8 years ago. This is old Reddit. Like this is old Reddit. But ancient times. Oh hey, I wanted to shout out again to Big Blue. Hey, yo, by the way, those finger lime seeds you sent me, one of them grew. I have a little finger lime tree. He's a little bitty. He's about 3 inches tall now. So fuck yeah, sweet. Thank you. Awesome.
I got a question.
Yeah.
The fuck's a finger lime?
It's a lime. That looks like
I'm assuming it's a lime. It looks like
lime with an M. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
gotcha.
What do you fucking think I said?
A line.
I thought you said line with an N. I thought you said.
Oh no,
a finger line. Oh, that's easy. That's how I make my Coke lines. It's like how long? What kind of line do you want? You're like, do I want a pinky line?
They're fucking
a middle finger line, a thumb line. That's what I go with for a starter.
That's
okay.
One of my gauges to tell when I'm too drunk is when the cop tells you to walk the white line, you get down and try and snort it. That's trying that you're too inebriated to be driving.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So which one is our? Where's our little our little thing where we put pictures where we podcast pics, FAFO podcast pics. There we go. Here, that's a fucking finger lime, and that's a finger lime tree. But except the cool thing is that finger limes, when you break them open, are full of little beads that look like caviar. And
balls.
I'm never falling for that again.
Put your balls.
Fucking caviar is horrible, dude.
Dude, caviar is
well,
delicious.
Except these taste like fucking lime, right? It looks like caviar, but they have little lime beads that taste like lime. So I wanted some because I think it'd be awesome to make a fucking salsa that has like little beads of lime juice in it. And like, or like, put it on.
Lie,
like,
that does sound tasty.
Yeah, man. And like you could put it on ceviche, and you could have like a little garnish. Just put the little lime beads on top of like your ceviche.
Ooh.
And stuff like
that.
Did
you just call me again?
Ceviche. You don't know what ceviche is?
You've got a ceviche.
No, I do not. I'm not educated.
He knows what it is.
All right.
Come on.
He's got to know what it is. I mean, that's kind of weird if he doesn't. Okay. Well, he's from Canada. He's from fucking Canada.
Yeah, up here, we think ketchup is a little bit spicy. Just remember that.
Dear God.
Okay, that's just ridiculous.
Fuck, I forgot to ship you your...
mayonnaise is a seasoning.
Your seasoning. I forgot to send you the damn seasoning. I still got it. I actually have it in a box. I have it in a fucking box. It's just sitting there on the counter. It's going to take it a day, but then we got that call, and it was like, God damn, I have to leave real quick. Anyway, I'll send that tomorrow morning. So you have steak salt.
Cool beans.
Oh, anyway, so ceviche is you take basically pico de gallo. You know what pico de gallo is, right?
I do know what that is.
Okay, so imagine pico de gallo with more acid, so like a little bit more lemon juice and lime juice, and then you cut up some type of fresh fish or shrimp or like mussels, like whatever type you want, right? Clams, under in it, and you put it in there raw and shake it up, and the acid cooks it. All right. And so it's like pico de gallo and fresh fish. You don't use
it's pickled fucking shellfish.
Fish. Well, I mean, yeah. Shrimp is really popular. I do mine with like cut up pieces of fucking shrimp and sometimes like cut up like a nice white fish, like mahi or something like that. Ooh. And that's what I do it from. Right? We catch the fish fresh and we make it there on the boat. So you take like your Ziploc bag full like everything cut up except for like your onions, your hot peppers, your tomatoes, everything cut up. And then like in another pouch, like a couple of cups of like lemon and lime juice mix, and your salt and everything in there. And then you just take it, you throw your fish in, cut up on cubes, throw your fish in, dump all your juice in, shake it up, and then put it back in the ice box. After a few more beer, it's fucking done. You take it out, pour it into a bowl, and eat it with like chips and crackers and shit.
It's the perfect beer.
What you're telling me is it's Mexican sushi.
Yes, it's Mexican sushi.
Gotcha.
I just say that
probably the best way to put it. Yeah.
So much better.
Yeah, it's basically Mexican sushi except it's cooked by the acid. Like it looks cooked. Ceviche is fucking amazing. How come you got? What do you guys eat up there? What's that pickled fucking fish dish that's really
lutefisk?
Lutefisk. You guys?
Oh, it's horrible. It's fucking fish jello.
Yeah,
it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, except it's got the highest ammonia content of anything edible by man.
They make it by putting fish into lye, and then they rehydrate it for a few days before they eat it, so it turns into like fish jello.
That sounds lovely.
Yes, sounds terrible.
I think it's throw up my mouth a little bit.
It sounds like a fucking nightmare.
People who are Norwegian, I mean, they still eat lutefisk, but they're like, Jesus fuck, this is great. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
No, that shit had to be fucking starvation food, all right?
Yes, I think that's what it was. Like the Vikings used it for travel and shit.
It started off as starvation food. It was either die or eat the penguin shit fucking marinated goddamn fish. And they're like, you know what?
Cat shit is never going to be a delicacy, but if you're starving, you might eat fucking cat shit. So
somebody dropped all their
fucking dog.
Somebody dropped all their fish into the soap making barrel, and they're like, "Well, we got to eat it."
You put your peanut butter in my chocolate. You put your fish in my lie.
Yeah, I am not Scandinavian, but there are a lot of them around here, and yeah, I've never had lutefisk. Have never crossed these lips, and it never fucking.
God, it just
but
sounds,
I've seen it.
it just
I'm
sounds like
partially
something that would-
Scandinavian, and you will never see me eating that shit.
Now they do have a good food. It's called kuchen. That's delicious, but it's more.
What
of a
did you
dessert.
just fucking call me?
What the fuck you call it?
It's Kuche.
Oh, my mama?
Kuchen.
What'd you call my mama?
Kuchen is like it's a dessert food up here. It's really good. It's a German word for cake.
I just
But
fucking
it's really good. It's more like a pie and a cake had sex and then they had a revert.
So it's back to pie.
It's a big reverse.
So it's just back to pie.
It's back to pie.
Yeah, $25 for a slice of this fucking reverted cake pie.
Right? You never know what you're gonna get.
It's
Some reverted
reverted.
cake.
Back, it's reverted back to crust with fucking whole apples on it. It's
And
fucking-
we do
it's
have
not
a really
It's fucking just flat bread with butter.
yeah. Oh, the flatbread is lefse. That's just plain bread.
Fucking sugar sprinkled on top. There you go.
It's like when they sell you a sandwich,
It's
a
where you had
deconstructed
run out of-
sandwich. It's like they're too lazy to fucking put the sandwich together, so they just want to throw everything on a fucking plate and sell it to you fancy style.
Assemble your
Is that
own.
a- Wait, is that a fucking thing? Is that
Have this deconstructed
sandwiches?
taco. It's basically ground beef.
It's
fucking
just
lettuce.
a pile of toppings.
Yes.
It's just,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the same thing you guys are buying as your fucking reverts. You're buying a pile of fucking ground beef with salad.
And some cheese on the side if you're lucky.
Right. Don't be that person.
Yep. Yes, we got lutefisk, we have kuchen, we have lesfa, and what the fuck's that soup that everybody eats?
Just
up
say
here?
that name one more fucking
I got a
time. I
good
tell you.
What? Which one?
I don't know. I did. It sounds like you're talking about rappers and shit. It's like who's gonna sing that song? Lutefisk?
Yo, it's Lutefisk up in the
Nefla.
house.
Nefla, that's the soup. Yeah.
Yes.
Nefla also sounds like a rapper.
Yeah, I like that song that he sings with Coolio. Yeah.
It's spelled
Nefla.
and Nefla starts with a K, by the way. Just make it extra special.
God
Kind of like
damn
Broke
it.
Boy.
It's like I don't know.
We
why
are
I
so
hear
far
it,
past We are so far past grind our gears. It's goat time. Somebody
You're
fucking-
grinding my gears, fucker.
tongue.
No, this is all stuff. We went back to Broke Boy. Oh, it irks me. Shit, fuck. I don't know why. It just does. Like, oof.
It is kind of annoying to see people try something over and over again and they continually get failure, and it's like they get the 1 out of 1,000 success and it's like, oh my god, guys, it fucking worked. And it's like, yeah, but how much money did you waste in the process for that one win?
Here's another one of my favorites is when somebody has 1 or 2 fucking successes under their belt and then immediately go in and find some newbies to try to make their own follower cult. Right?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Oh, dude, you remember that one dude that was talking? I'm not gonna name names, but he's talking about he's got all these fucking backers for millions of dollars. He's getting ready to start this huge ass fucking commercial gourmet cordyceps farm, right? And then he asked him, so how long you been growing? He's like, I'm about to start. I was like, what? He's like, I have a great business plan. I'm like,
dude,
wait, what?
Like, cordyceps is a bitch. Like, you have to make a nutrient fucking broth and then like basically cook for them. Like, it takes people a long time to get good at cordyceps. And then like there's entire Facebook groups, Reddit groups, like there's groups all over that are dedicated just to the art of growing cordyceps. And they get really good at it, but they still have fucking failures pretty regularly just because of how fucking delicate it is. The parameters of what they'll live on outside of their specific prey. Like, if you just had a button you could push and it would drop 10,000 fucking caterpillars out of the goddamn sky, every time you pushed a button, you'd be fine. You could just grow them on fucking caterpillars. But caterpillars are just pretty impossible to fucking grow on a giant scale, except for silkworms. And so what your other option there is they use eggs and rice and stuff and make a nutrient broth to grow it on. So they have to basically, it's like a deconstructed caterpillar.
A reverted caterpillar?
It's a caterpillar revert.
Right? No, that would be a butterfly revert. There's a butterfly
revert would be a caterpillar. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a caterpillar revert.
Hey, wait, you know what the most fucked up part about the cordyceps is there are a few different types of cordyceps. No one is growing the good cordyceps. The one that actually grows in the Himalayas above 20,000 feet. No one's growing the good cordyceps. They're just growing
the easy ones.
Cordyceps and using the name like a fucking lowercase r at the end of their motherfucking plate name. It's like,
revert.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good for you. I mean, it still has a whole bunch of shit in there, but it's not the fucking shit that people are spending.
It's not the one that's
$10,000 a fucking ounce on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not the one that's been studied, the one to show like all of the great possibilities. They're just growing its sad, weird uncle that's sitting over there in the corner. That's kind of like,
they're growing the moose knuckle. They're growing the moose knuckle of the cordyceps world. It's camel toe's ugly fucking cousin, except
looks like a Cheeto.
They still share the same last name. They still share the same last name, so they have some genetics in common. But guess what?
Maybe
she's fucking hot. Her fucking vagina's touching her ankles. Okay,
oh my god. Could you imagine though if that happened? Like, you have saggy balls. What if you had like saggy lips to the point where they extend?
Do you not watch fucking porn?
Have you not seen any of the pictures that I posted on our fucking FAFO group?
Jesus, they get that long?
Yeah, some of those girls get like some of those.
I've seen people hang from their vagina lips.
Get long enough that they're like outside their swimsuit, just flapping in the weeds.
Oh my god.
They got good stuff in Vegas, I tell you.
They have laminectomies for that, where they go in there and they trim the labia when they get too long.
Damn. Wow. The more you know.
Wait. Did you just say trim the labia?
Huh?
What?
Like a fucking toenail? They're just like
they go in.
Yeah, they have a laminectomy. Yeah, they go in there and they trim it down once it gets to like serious meat skirt level. Like if you're coming down like. Quarter size.
When it starts to look like roast beef, it's time to go to the butcher, is what you're saying?
But they just kind of make it more of an itty than that's something that like Dumbo ears.
Droopy?
But,
it's like they want you to look more like Snoopy, less like Droopy. It's like, I don't know. That's good.
Well, I think we lost our soft R. And I think we're on to NC-17.
Fucking soft R.
We just earned our first X.
Yeah.
Two to go.
And I'm just getting started. Giddy.
America.
So, where were we?
Grinds.
Oh, yeah.
Grinds.
Labiectomies.
Well, didn't they say the clitoris like a tiny penis?
The what?
Isn't the clitoris like a tiny penis?
Well, it is the head of the penis that didn't form into an actual penis. Yeah.
Yeah. So in that aspect, then all girls do have the dick. Eh?
Tiny D's. Tiny.
They're like you're like listen. A big clitoris. What's the next step? This small penis.
You're sucking dick. That's what I'm saying. I swear, it was a woman. She had tits. No, Tommy, that was a dick.
Oh well. So, anyways,
yeah,
you guys calling me dad.
Enough of Trim's fucking sexual past.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time that I was a little bit evil, just slightly evil?
Was this when you were a priest?
No. I was on the shroomery years ago. And of course, Uncle Ben's was being discussed.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ.
I couldn't help myself. I brought up the idea of Capri Sun LC. The Capri Sun
Jesus.
to go with Uncle Ben's. And
Capri Sun boy.
It has taken off. There's fucking websites all over about Capri Sun Tech now. And it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It never existed. Oh my god. It's fucking crazy.
All it has to be in his writing and have one of these people that wants to bring up a fucking following. All he wants to see is one thing that he's never seen anybody else talk about.
I just mentioned it as a funny thing. I thought it was totally ridiculous and nobody would believe me. And now there's websites devoted to it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody actually successfully use it.
Oh yeah, fuck it, they'll do it.
Or hilarious.
Both.
Yeah. Yeah, I put some spores in some Capri Sun 3 months ago. I think I see growth. Okay, buddy.
Really something.
Right?
Aspergillus. What?
Bright blue.
Lipstick mold. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, guys. Okay, now you know how I had my incidents with the slants and all my fucking plates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I forgot. Somebody reminded me. I have all my splates.
Oh,
all my fucking the spore prints on the plates.
Yeah.
I have all the. I went through them. I was talking to Specialty and Fatal. We were talking earlier. Guess how many different fucking spores? Guess how many strands I got right now that I have to start over.
75. I'm just gonna
220.
123.
Holy shit!
Right between me and Dad. Dead fucking exactly between me and Dad.
Oh.
So you're saying you weren't right.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So, but anyways, I got all those. So I have tons of shit to work on. So
yeah, I got to completely start over.
I have nothing.
But it's fine because I enjoy the hobby, or I wouldn't be doing a fucking podcast about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to do lap time again, man. I fucking love lap time.
Oh, I started working on my home lab today at my new place. Slowly.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be off the chain.
I can't wait to get mine ready. Oh, like I have so many crazy ass ideas. Oh, I've been holding them inside. It's like I got idea constipation here. Just gonna fucking explode.
You need an idea enema.
Yeah,
you need an enema.
How about a DeWalt lobotomy? Does that help?
An assault lobotomy.
I would prefer a ryobiotomy.
Get my break.
Oh, dude.
The battery will run out halfway through.
Right. Fucking drill just shatters.
So
we lost another one.
So I went and got we went to the reptile show the other day, right? It was really, really cool. It's been a long time since I've gone, and weird stuff that was worth like a lot of money, like I guess 15, 20 years ago, now is just totally fucking common. And the shit that was worth the most are fucking hog-nosed snakes. Everybody's into hog-nosed snakes now. And
yeah,
back
what
in
the fuck is up with that? It's ridiculous.
But like before, it used to be just hog-nosed snakes. They're kind of cool. They're kind of weird thing. They eat toads, but you can get them to eat mice. And now everybody and their fucking mom has like all these cool colors of hog-nosed snakes. And everybody's like the ball pythons that were worth, dude. Pied ball pythons were going for like $250. And I was like, holy shit,
they were going for $1,000 back in the day. Remember when the coral glows came out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, coral glows, red-tailed boas were fucking like, you could finance a car. You could buy a car. And now I just saw a coral glow het something fucking ghost, right? Like female coral glow het ghost, 3 years fucking old. It was like $450. And I was like, 3 years fucking old, already ready to get, you could fucking breed it. It's 100% coral. It's a coral ghost het fucking
8 years ago, that would have been $2,000 minimum.
Oh, yeah. But then you go and look, little bitty hog-nosed snake. I'm talking about like maybe 3.5, 4 inches. That's albino. It's like $1,000 some odd dollars, right? It's like $1,200. I'm like, what the fuck? Back in the day, you couldn't give those away 20 years ago. The people were like, it's a hard to
they were fucking food for other fucking snakes is what they were.
Well, it was a pain in the ass to try to scent them over from toads and shit into freaking mice. But now so that was really cool seeing that. And some of the other cool stuff, like, anyway, it was really, really fun. I had a blast. I took the wife, I took Tiniest. We walked around. Tiniest had a blast. We got 1 billion pictures of her. Like, because everybody was like, wow, she's really into this. She's like, I'm like, hell yeah, she is. So everybody was like letting her hold everything. Like, so you got pictures of her with like all sorts of like the big panther chameleons on her shoulders, and like the amber lobies, like the big fuckers, and like the big the weird Madagascar gecko that looks like a shaggy rag that's like fucking 12 inches long. Got a bunch of those. Oh, and for some reason, crested geckos are the new fucking thing. Everybody and their mom has every type of fucking weird looking crested gecko. And back in the day, we used to feed crested geckos to everything. Yeah. We used to feed crested geckos to everything because they were like $2.50, $3 a pop or so. But now they're like, $150 for a normal and like $400 or $500 for a fucking any sort of morph, up to $1,000 for something albino or something. It was like crazy. But it was a lot of fun. We ended up coming home with a sulcata that my wife picked out, a really pretty sulcata, and we named her Delilah, and she's got a big-ass cage in the living room, and she's super happy.
That's a lifetime pet.
Well, yeah, we figure that, like, when we're dead and gone, yeah, like when me and the wife are dead and gone, Tiniest will have something that we all raised together. You know what I mean? Like, because it should live her entire fucking life. Because they live like 75 to 90 fucking years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should she should have something of us with her entire fucking life. Does that make sense?
Yep.
I thought it'd be pretty cool. It was either that or like, yeah. So, and the Galapagos tortoises, like the Aldebra and stuff like that, they've came down in price. I was like, oh shit, I'd fucking love one of them. Those are so easy to take care of. They eat cactus. It's just like, I've got tons of
cactus
that
and fruit. Throw them in front of them. Let them eat.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. I just fence off the fucking backyard and some go to town. Which is what we're going to do with this one. We're going to fence off the backyard and like do it in concrete, like dig down like 4 feet and just drop in a fucking wall and then just put it like a 4 foot retaining wall around and just let it fucking run around in the whole like quarter acre and just eat whatever the hell it wants. But when it gets bigger,
it's like this damn bird my daughter got me. It's supposed to live 30 years.
Which one?
The mean fucker.
The conure?
Yeah.
Green cheek conures aren't mean. They're just spicy.
Yeah.
Not nice.
The other night, I had the air conditioner turned down a little too low in the room. So she picked the lock in her cage, crawled in bed with me, got under the covers, crawled up my sleeve of my shirt, and was sleeping on my chest underneath my shirt.
That's pretty awesome, though. That's pretty smart. She's like, you know what, fucker, if you want it cold, this is my warm spot. This is my warm spot.
Yeah, and if you even wiggle, she'd bite the fuck out of you. Bite your nipple or something.
Oh. She's like, you don't get it. It's my sleeping time.
You are my bed. Stay still.
Pretty much. It's hard to be mad at them, but holy shit, it's a handful to take care of them.
Oh, yeah, no, I had one. It was great. She got stolen. I had a whole bunch of birds that got stolen. Pissed me off.
Sounds like an item that'd be very hard to steal.
It's not, unfortunately.
It's not really?
Not at all. Yeah, so I used to have a whole bunch of reptiles, like a fuckload of really awesome shit. I had like children's pythons. I had the first true albino bull snakes. So you see albino bull snakes everywhere. They fucking started with me. And so wild caught at original Highway 277, which is a locality. bull snake. They get huge. They get like 12 feet, right? They're fucking the biggest of the bull snakes. They eat like jackrabbits. They're massive. And so I caught an albino one, and I kept her for a long time. And then I started breeding her and selling 100% heads for a lot of money. And I made a lot of money, so I bought a bunch of weird animals. And I bought I had a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I was pretty well known at the time. I was single guy, this was in between wives. And it was just like me and the boys. Well, I'd go to work, but everybody my biggest problem is I let fucking people stop by the house, right? I'd let people stop by the house to pick up an animal or to buy an animal. When they bought an animal, I'd invite them in, show them a setup, stuff like that. So too many fucking people, including online, knew where the fuck I lived, and somebody knocked off my fucking house, stole all of my shit, left me with a couple of finches and some boring shit while I was at work, because I was working a 24-hour shift, right? My neighbors were I was like, what the fuck? You didn't see all these cages and shit being taken out of the house? They're well, we thought you were moving. They said that you were moving. And so they just ran a U-Haul, took all my fucking shit, and just said, oh, we're the movers, and just left with everything in my fucking house. Didn't take any of my expensive electronics, didn't take my guns, didn't take anything. Took all my fucking expensive animals.
Damn.
So just knocked me over. It's sad to be somebody in the hobby, right? So
I was gonna say that's someone that knew a hell of a lot about you in order to fucking do all that.
Right. I know. I would have gone if I didn't have the boys, I would have gone on a crazy murder rampage, but I've been you and you. You're at fault. But yeah. So I was like, screw it. But we're gonna get back into weird animals here real soon.
I was on chat with some guys in Labcast, I think 2 days ago, and they were bringing up pictures of ball pythons, and I fucking it got me thinking again. I was like, dude, I really want to have some more snakes again.
Right? Shit, bro.
I really like snakes, dude. I like them.
So do I. I like weird stuff, though. I was thinking about I used to have a breeding colony of Ackies monitors, the little bitty fucking monitors from Australia. Those are really, really cool. I had these really cool Asian vine snakes that I'd feed animals and stuff to. They were really pissed off spaghetti. They were, belligerent zip ties basically. But they were really cool. There was man, going to the show, there was a lot of really neat stuff there that just didn't exist back in the day. I was pretty impressed. So, there was one of the things is they got these Egyptian tortoises, right? Now, these little guys are on the site, they're endangered, but they're tiny little fucking tortoises. I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to have a breeding colony of those and then help keep them alive and then repatriate some of those. That'd be pretty neat. Except the little bastards don't breed very fast. They only have one they lay 2 eggs every 2 years.
Wait, did anybody else see how they're having? How they were having the problem with the reticulated pythons and everything in Florida, where they were getting let loose in the wild. Python. Right, but now they're having the problem with the ball pythons too.
What?
In the wild? I just saw something on YouTube this morning. It was fucking crazy.
Where?
People? I don't know. I just on YouTube. Look it up. I was like, holy fuck. I mean, but how do you have a problem with a fucking 5-foot snake? I mean, I
don't know. But ball pythons, they live in a savanna. So they could actually live a lot further north than Burmese.
Oh, they can live all the way up to the fucking frost line.
Yeah. They could live Oklahoma, fucking
North Carolina,
Colorado.
maybe.
Yeah.
But that would take care of all the snake. That would take care of all the fucking rat and fucking cat problems in your neighborhood.
I've never seen a ball python big enough to take on a cat.
Oh, I have. And you know what? She was only about 4 foot long, but she was when she was gravid, she had to be the size of a fucking dinner plate around. She was fucking ginormous. She was one of those really healthy fats, you know? It's like, yeah.
Very cool.
I miss snakes.
But we got kind of off. We're going to get some. I'm going to get some. Yeah. We'll trade back and forth.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah. All sorts of weird
trade everything else.
Right? I don't really
Although I don't have a sister-in-law for you yet, but I'll get one. I'll find one.
You could fucking have mine. Jesus Christ. You can have that one. That's all yours. Grinds my fucking gears. Jesus.
Grinds my gears.
I figured that'd be perfect timing since it is a Grind My Gears episode.
Grind my fucking gears. Let's see. Oh, weird news. Did you guys see where they ran out of wheat seed? So,
no.
Yeah, they ran out of wheat seed when they were planting in Oklahoma for the winter wheat. And then, but Wisconsin and Michigan, everybody's out of fucking seed. So they're trying to source some, but they haven't promised with bringing it in from overseas because it's got rust and stuff, and they don't want to bring in all those diseases.
Really, they're gonna buy fucking shit from China. They go ahead.
They can't
and replace.
It's got too many diseases.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't see how it would work.
So who else produces wheat?
Everyone
Ukraine.
produces it. It's just,
Well, that's the thing. It's like if we're ending up to the point where we're like deficit or deficient in what we normally produce,
it's between us and their Ukraine.
And really, Ukraine's not doing so well with
yeah. The whole war thing, war for survival.
Yeah, the trenches.
The
trenches and mines do a great job for production.
Yeah. The MORS, they blow up a grid square. Yeah, not doing so well.
Can you imagine the fertilizer though?
Well, the fertilizer's got stupid fucking high too. Fertilizer is currently 9 times what it normally is because they're using all the nitrogen base to build bombs. So, there's kind of fucked here because normally they use the seed from last year to grow this year's crops, right? But they had massive crop failures last year. The spring crops failed because of flooding, and then it got super dry in the southern United States, and so they don't have any seed left. They run on like a 24-month supply. So this is year 2. This is the 6th planting cycle running off of the seed from 2020. So it's like we're done. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. We're gonna run into a potential crisis, but dude,
that's just one of that's just one of like as far as food crises go, we're so fucked.
And do you think the aliens are a distraction?
Well,
I mean that's
there's
all.
Been a lot of. No, you got to look up agricultural news. So, like the corn failures are massive. Rice failures, they stopped even selling fucking rice in stores at Costco and Dallas and stuff because there's such a run on it. You can buy regular rice, but you can't buy anything other than regular basmati rice. Go look for that long grain exotic shit. It's fucking gone. Not just regular long grain white rice, but I'm like the long grain basmatis, all the other different types. They're gone. They're just gone. The rice failures. India was fixed as India and Pakistan are one of the biggest rice producers in the entire world. So they have this one valley where it's like produced 99% of their fucking population produces rice. It had a massive fucking earthquake, but the earthquake it damaged some stuff, but not that much shit. Then the next week it fucking flooded. And the earthquake had loosened up the fucking soil and fucking flooded like 100-year level flood. Entire mountainsides collapsed, taking down all the fucking rice paddies and everything with them, washed out an entire valley. Like the valley was under 6 feet of fucking mud and water. They had 100% crop loss. And that reduced the global supply by 60 fucking %, dude. That one failure.
It's insane. But I mean, hey,
so you got that
all of it with crickets. I'm saying we eat the bugs, man.
You eat the fucking bugs. Jesus Christ.
Hey,
can you have a cricket burger?
Could I? I don't know. I can be pretty good with seasonings. I can make things taste pretty well. I wouldn't say no to a cricket burger. I've thought about it, to be honest. Now, worms would be a little harder to get past, especially in like a sashimi form, because I think they're a little too slimy. Sucking those down would be a bit much. But
do we even still fucking like this guy? Jesus Christ. Goddamn worm sashimi. That's going to haunt me, asshole.
It just grinds my goddamn gears.
Right? Fuck. Worm sashimi.
Yum.
Yum. Green giant. Worm sashimi. Yum.
Grasshoppers for breakfast.
It's like Kellogg with the fucking songs. The best part of waking up. Grasshoppers in your cup.
And it's for the global betterment of humanity.
What would grind my gears? China, Pakistan, India. Who else do I not like? The Middle East.
It's a lot of countries. that whole continent. Fuck them.
just like 3/4 of Africa. All the parts that are currently like trying to kill each other. Like just all those people. Just Thanos snap them away, and that solves global everything.
Yeah. I mean, if you can get rid of like one thing and that would be it, I think that'd be an efficient way to use that wish. Or, getting rid of greed. I think that might help also. If you can eliminate one thing. No, okay. if you didn't have greed, you wouldn't have all that.
All right, let's play your fucking game. So, we've eliminated greed in the entire fucking world. There's now no longer any drive for anyone wanting to make a lot of money.
No, that wouldn't eliminate drive.
Well, if you eliminated greed,
you have enough.
You've eliminated greed. Now, now, commie. Anyway,
fuck.
So you've eliminated fucking greed. Now there's no drive for anybody out there who wants to make a lot of money to attempt to make a lot of money. So now nobody's out there doing crazy innovation to try to sell it for a lot of money to build an empire like a Walmart or a Costco or anything else like that. And nobody's inventing shit because there's no payoff in it for them. Greed is gone. So now you might as well pause everything. Fucking society. Yes, it does. You might as well pause fucking society right goddamn now exactly how it is if you take greed away.
I'm not sure how that correlates because you want to sustain your life. You want to have a better family.
Exactly.
You want to have a better community. That's not greed.
Greed is greed.
If I want to make everybody else less than me, if I want to make it so that I'm going to stomp on people to better myself,
you're adding your own definition to greed.
Okay, so
not the Webster fucking definition. Let me Google it. Greed definition.
Google flu.
Intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. That's it. That's the entire fucking thing. Intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. That's it. There's no feelings involved. There's no other bullshit. All right.
Okay, but now, that doesn't correlate to any it's not getting rid of all business. That's not getting rid of invention or.
If you're looking, that was just the Oxford's fucking definition. Now, if you look at a Wikipedia definition, it said greed is an insatiable desire for material gain or social value, such as status, power. Greed has been identified as undesirable throughout known history because it creates behavior conflict between personal and social goals. However, so if you take away greed, then Donald Trump would have never had became Trump and done all the Trump stuff. You would have never had, what's that fucking weird guy from South Africa that has, the goatee like a tranny? Yeah, Musk.
He has a goatee?
Yeah. Go look at fucking his face. He has a goddamn goatee, but it looks like a tranny goatee.
I didn't know that.
Okay, sorry, trannies. I'm sorry we've pissed you off again. But it's what happens when you just start your fucking like hormone replacement and you get like sparse hair on your chin, or if you're like a 90-year-old Hispanic woman.
Mm-hmm.
Who's over there whispering?
I'm offended. I'm sorry. You're grinding my gears here, mister. Hello?
You haven't seen
You
Elon
talking
Musk?
to me, bitch?
You about to find out.
What are you talking about?
I don't know yet.
I don't know.
But
I don't know. He's like,
yes. Damn it.
You must be talking
What
to
did you
his
just call me?
Yeah. She's like, fuck face.
Fuckhead.
It's just really highly unattractive. He needs to work on that.
He's got enough money. He doesn't have to be attractive. He can do whatever he wants.
Can we add that to a grind my gears? Is it money equals how? Okay, well, what would be the? Okay, let's take Elon Musk in that picture. All right, he looks like. I don't know, man. He's pretty crazy. This little weird goatee. I sent the picture to the FAFO podcast pics. So let's say you're a 3. How much money does it take to be a 10?
A 10 from a 3 to a 10 in the bank.
Surgeon.
Expendable money, I'd say $5 million.
That's it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's so cheap. Wow.
$5 billion's plenty to live on if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, but $5 million is to go from a 3 to a fucking 10 where the world's your oyster.
Well, I guess it depends. Oh, well, anyone? Yeah, you'd probably need more than that for a billionaire, I'd say, than for that.
Okay, so do you think your wife would leave you for a billionaire?
My wife?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. I don't know, man. He said, "Does he think my wife would leave me for $1 billion?" I would think less of her if she didn't. Honestly,
it's like, hey, we don't have to be actually married on paper, honey. I can just be the pool boy. Yeah,
right. Yeah, I'll live in the pool house. I don't mind.
The 2,700 square foot pool house.
Be a cuck for $5 billion. It's okay. I'll hold the camera.
Right?
$5 billion. $5 billion. You're going to be doing a hell of a lot more.
I was going to say, I'll fluff that guy for that kind of money. Holy shit!
Wait. Did somebody say fluffer?
Yes. We found that $5 billion gets Dad to do pretty much fucking anything. What'd you do for $1 billion? Fluffer.
Let him play with the brown star.
Fluffer. Well, we figured out that morals and money go away. Hey, isn't that green? Ha, ha, ha. America. You can't get rid of fucking greed. If you were to get rid of one thing, I mean, why couldn't you do something useful like fucking AIDS or fucking malaria? Like, if you just got rid of malaria and everybody knew you got rid of malaria, you would be the world star. Like, you could never ever pay for anything in the rest of your life.
But I mean, couldn't malaria or AIDS have killed somebody, useful? Like maybe someone needed to
killed somebody useful. You killed somebody deserving.
Deserving. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, useful. I bet you it's killed lots of useful people. There's a bunch of important people throughout history that died of malaria. But, yeah, I mean, if you did, that would be interesting. If you had a single wish to get rid of something. How about if you had a single wish and you had to get rid of something that would cause the most damage? What would you do? Like, you're just like chaos as fuck. you want to cause the most damage, what would you do?
You talking to
Get
me?
rid of the internet.
The internet would cause a problem.
Get rid of electricity.
That would be a big one.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shit that runs off of it.
And then are we getting rid of electricity, like permanent? Like there's no way to generate it
Yeah.
going forward?
Oh, you mean like that one show they used to have, the Revolution?
There was a show, the Revolution.
Called Revolution.
It was a good show.
I like that.
All right,
show, yeah.
so
And how did they get rid of electricity? Totally.
aliens.
They had nanobots in the air were actually absorbing electricity. So no matter what you did, if it was a battery or a spark or you were generating it with magnets, it would never occur because the nanobots were absorbing.
Wow.
It was pretty cool. Aliens. So, Dad, what would you fucking do as far as to do one thing that would fuck up the most shit?
Poison the Earth's water supply.
Undrinkable water? Yeah, that would end everything pretty quickly.
Fucking Romans. Goddamn Romans.
I would probably say, I would probably say just like move like 2 atoms in carbon, and then that would be it. Like, that's it.
Wait, what?
Well, everything's carbon based and has carbon in it, right? So
you
just like
would rewire carbon. Okay.
no, if you just move a couple of electrons and shit around
On the periodic
instead of
table,
carbon, it's
so
all
you're
fucking
removing 2 atoms.
Yeah. No, electrons. I'd probably just move 2 of them. So like make them like dipole. And then so anyway, like it would just like instantly the whole fucking everything would just fall apart.
Including us.
Yeah.
Well, the whole galaxy. It would be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great. A fucking party.
That'd be like a Thanos snap.
Yeah, but for everything at all times, everywhere. So I win.
Could you imagine how people would survive now without the
Nobody would
internet?
survive.
I mean, it would.
yeah.
I mean, they
It
just
would be
can't-
horrible.
Yeah, I mean, could you
They'd have
imagine
to go
someone not
outside?
looking at their phone all day long?
Jesus.
Or not
I
being able to
remember
buy food.
Not looking at my phone all day long. I remember those times. Yeah, fondly, actually.
Yeah, but I
Like,
mean,
I remember
without the internet, you couldn't access your bank. You couldn't buy food.
How many-
You couldn't
how
buy
many-
gas.
How many people nowadays know more than 4 or 5 phone numbers? When we were kids,
Nobody.
I knew fucking
Oh, yeah.
dozens of phone numbers. You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
My
Crazy.
mother used to sew quarters into my watch pockets for emergencies, just so I could make a phone
is that
call.
what that little pocket's for?
The watch pocket?
No,
Originally,
no,
it was
the
for a
coat
watch,
pocket.
for a pocket watch.
I thought it was for drugs.
yeah, it's a coat
No,
pocket.
the original use was for a pocket watch. But yeah,
Diamondback.
How do you fucking know? Were you there? God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm
I bet you
old.
it
I'm
was for
older
snuff.
than all you fuckers.
He was in the
It's
Levi
probably
factory.
for fucking snuff. Yeah.
This is where you.
They didn't like my watch pocket. I had a built-in holster. They just went with this stupid little half-moon bitch you could stick your thumb in.
I'm surprised they still put them on pants. That's the weird thing.
People put their thumb in it and the drugs. It helps
Yeah.
keep your drugs
Drugs.
separate from your regular stuff in your pocket. So when you go to reach and take out your wallet, your fucking coat doesn't fall on the ground in front of the cash register.
Again?
Again? Then it gets really awkward when you're like, that's mine. Emergency baby powder. My balls sweat a lot.
Ah! Why is this rolled $100 bill in your pocket? That's how I store them,
It's-
officer.
It's the most efficient way to carry it.
It keeps
Like-
them crinkle free.
Yeah, now they fit in change machines.
I can hold it tight with my lip to keep the strippers from pulling away. Make
Why
it
does it
really
have to be
work.
$100 bill? Why can't it just be like a Post-it note? Why does it have to be $100 bill?
Well, because nobody likes a fucking snip with a fucking single. I mean, you know how many people touch a single? I mean, the hundreds are bad enough.
Do you know how
anything
long
under
it's
a
been since
20,
I've
you're
had a
you're just
$100
ass
bill in my
gonna get all
hand?
kinds of shitty boogers in your nose.
You get fucking nose disease.
Do you know how long it's been since I've held a $100 bill? Everything's $20 bills now.
Yeah, everything's 20s, like 20s and hundreds.
$1 bill, yo.
My kid, we were at like Home Depot the other day picking up a bunch of random supplies to build the tortoise cage, and she sits there and there's this dude and she's just talking about her tortoise like out loud, and this guy's like, "Oh, my wife keeps like I don't remember redfoot tortoises and a whole bunch of other types." So he just like stops and talks to her. She's like, "Yeah, it's a sulcata," blah, 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 and starts going off about sulcatas. And the guy's like, "Wow, she's really smart." I was like, "Yeah, she's like 4." And he's like, "Well, let me buy you ice cream." My daughter made $5. I'm like, "What the hell? I didn't get $5 for knowing anything about a tortoise. That's stupid." I was like, "Man." Well, she's got a little purse now, right? Like I bought her a little purse so she could put stuff in it. Her little purse is packed full of cash because she gets like all like random ones. Like if we're at a store and we buy something and we're like, "Oh, they gave us like $1.12 in like change. You know what? Give it to Tiniest. Next time she's at the store, she can buy like a donut or something she wants." No, she hoards that shit, right? And so her entire purse is stuffed full of like ones, now a 5. I'm like, "God damn, girl. When we're broke, you're gonna have to pay for gas. Like you're like,
right? You want to go to the pet store? You got to put fucking gas in the tank,
right? Shit,
ass or ass. Nobody rides for free.
You want to go to SeaWorld? You're paying your own damn way this time." Yeah, she's just got tons of like change. The stupid purse weighs like friggin' like 3 pounds now, just for all the change and everything in it. It's cool having kids. Grinds my fucking gears. Let's see. I'm really a pretty happy guy.
Me too.
How about? Yeah. Probably get back on topic. It's only been about an hour.
Did you guys see how like I looked at Coco Core the other day locally. It was expensive. The bricks have gotten expensive. Yeah,
dude, I haven't bought a brick since COVID started. Those bricks used to be $7 for 3 bricks. Now you're lucky if you can get one brick for $7.
Oh yeah, way more than $7.
There's no way to beat a big, huge 10-pound brick off of Amazon. No way. I can get that huge thing for $15. Shipped free.
Well, locally that shit's expensive. Even the cheap like potting soil and stuff was really expensive. I was surprised. I was really surprised about how much everything's gone up. I don't know if it's that maybe there's some labor thing I don't know about, or like price has gone up somewhere in the supply chain.
Well, no, the Coco Core is being used on all kinds of shit now. It used to be like this and that. Now they got people using it to make insulation. They've got people using it to make fucking storm banks. They're actually using it in Jamaica now. For the fucking like landscaping and stuff. So they come with all those new
jackasses. Shit. You tell them people we got uses for it here in America, and we need our supply of cheap ass fucking core back.
You ever seen that picture that has like there's a mountain of coconut hulls? It's like a literal mountain where they climb. Oh yeah, coconut hoers. That fucking they actually go up there with a fucking bulldozer and they push his shit off a mountain of coco core. Imagine the size of that fruit. Yeah, that thing glorious. An erection just thinking about it.
I wonder if you could just take a bunch of coconut husks and just like the whole fucking coconut and everything, and just shove them in the ground and like inoculate that with like some grain and stuff. Just like dig a big ass trench, because I know I'm going to dig a trench with the backhoe, and I'm going to fill it full. I'm going to make my outdoor grow bed, right? So I'm going to fill it full of like I would just going to take whole hay bales and drop them in there, strings and all, because I need to buy the ones with the twine on them instead of that plastic twine. I like buying the ones with the jute twine, and drop them in the fucking holes, and then put like.
Did you just say jute twine?
Jute. G-U-T-E.
Jute. Oh, that's a lot less racist than I heard.
And then drop them in there, and then put like
whine.
all my compost and a bunch of like poo and stuff on top of it, and then inoculate the shit out of it and bury it and put a soaker hose, like bury as like drip irrigation down it, and just have it on like a drip irrigation for like 30 minutes once a week, just to get everything nice and damp. But I think that if I bury this, that I should have like an outdoor bed that'll be pretty legit,
Excellent.
What the hell? What's everybody doing? Is everybody like nobody's drunk? That's the problem.
That is the big problem.
That is a problem.
It's not like you guys got to work tomorrow. Jesus.
Yeah. You're going to be up in 5 hours.
Well, it's your fault for having a life. You should probably stop that.
I really should. I just need to end it in the most eventful way possible. I'm thinking driving off a cliff with some fireworks.
That'll work. You know what? I bet you if you drive off a cliff, I mean, you know it's not going to work, but I bet you still sit there fucking slamming that fucking brake pedal all the way down.
Yeah, right. As soon as it gets airborne, fuck. But a lot of those last minutes were shit. I made the wrong.
I'm trying to think of all the car crashes I've seen. Pretty much everybody's been on the foot pedal, like on the brake pedal. There's only one where a guy was really, really like committed, and he was on the gas. The thing was speeding up the entire time until it hit the wall. But it was pretty impressive. He turned his little bitty 2-seater fucking, I don't know what kind of car. It was made by Toyota, and it has like a motorcycle engine in it. They're little bitty 2-seater. They're fast as hell. They look like a spider, kind of like the old spiders. Anyway, it turned it into like something about 24 inches wide, like thick. Like he hit the wall doing like 130. It's great.
I made it into the pancake.
Well, he had issues. I guess his wife found out about his girlfriend, and whatever.
That's how it starts.
But at least he not doing what he loved, right? Driving fast. So
yeah,
we can all be so grateful.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Everybody's all quiet and shit. What are you guys playing? A fucking video game?
I am not video gaming today.
I got banned from the video game earlier today.
What'd you do?
Well, I was sick and tired of listening to them fucking talk shit. I don't know. It was basically made for today's youth. People that don't want to try, people that are dumb, people that can't do anything. So they want to make sure you give them chances to do stuff. Everybody gets the same. Everybody, the crate's there for everybody. That's like me throwing $100 bill in the fucking lawn. Now they want me to tell on the place I was playing. They're like, "Hey, everybody, there's a $100 bill right there. I'm gonna get it in 10 fucking minutes, okay?" So that everybody else can go get that $100 bill. It's like, how fucking dumb are you guys? They're like, well, then they're like, well, what? So they're like, it's for the fucking community. No, they would never swear there. They're like, it's for the community. I'm like, no, that's not for the fucking community. That's for fucking retards that can't fucking play a game. You want to give them a chance to play. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I was so mad, but I wouldn't let it go because it's like they're making the people that play the game and like put in effort work 3 times as hard for the fucking tardos.
Well, maybe people just
say tardos. I don't mean it like that. I'm just saying lazy fucking kids nowadays, that don't fucking, they want everything handed to them. Basically,
Dude.
My nut were their participation trophy. So I told them to go fuck. I didn't let it go. And then some Brazilian dude started talking about fucking politics. So every time, all day long, keeps typing for like 10, 15 minutes. That was what finally got me banned. I'm like, dude, is there any way I can adjust my chat settings so I could turn it off? So I had to look at this guy telling me about how Brazil's fucking president's a fucking scam artist.
Well, I mean, it's Brazil. It's a third world country. Do you expect anything better?
Right. So I was like, all right, whatever.
And you guys, did they even elect people over there? Or they just, whoever has the most money wins?
In the game? What are you talking about? In Brazil?
No, like Brazil, yeah. Do they even elect people over there? Or is it just like...
Yeah, they had a president.
You're now president.
I mean, I know because I had to look at it. So it was they had a president. I guess his first years were pretty good. And then it got all fucking United States shot him or something. Who the fuck knows?
Well, he probably deserved it. He's from Brazil. So. Yeah. I mean, I have nothing against Brazil in specifics. I like the food. The Brazilian steakhouse is awesome. Like, that's a pretty cool.
Wait a
place.
second.
Like,
wait. Oh my god! I just looked at the podcast pics. Why does that look like cat shit?
Which one?
It looks like cat shit that someone
finger limes.
Looks like a smelling salt made of cat shit. It's like you're. I'm assuming this is your finger lime.
Yeah, the finger lime.
It's like a tree a tree of finger lime fucking snap salts. And then Elon Musk is like, I approve.
Look at his beard. It's terrible. It's so bad. You can put a little fucking cream on his face and let the goddamn cat lick it off. Like, all of his freaking face hair just go away.
Dude, the weirdest thing. I just have this whole episode. I was in FAFO Labcast. So I think I was talking to both. So someone could have been in there. I wonder if we could do that so we could actually have people in and talk live.
Yeah, I bet you we could.
Not actually be in the podcast unless we do it.
Let's try it real quick. I mean, it's probably going to cause a shitload of feedback. Do you want to go to general? Just go to fucking general?
Well, it is also 11:30 on a work night. But I will do it right now. Anybody that wants to come in to, God damn it, Pharaoh.
So
fresh. I pushed the fucking button. Hey, wait.
Pharaoh, can you hear me?
Am I still fucking? Yeah, I can hear you. I'm broadcasting up both of them. But there's feedback.
Feedback.
Back.
Yeah.
Hello.
There's got to be a way to hold on. There's got to be a way to.
Yeah, this is definitely not gonna kind of
work.
All right. Anyways,
how do I send this to a different
fucking invalids
thing?
Anyways, grind my gears. Anything else? Oh yeah, how about this? How about labeling? You guys want to come up with some kind of standardization? I've been asking for this shit for fucking ever.
You just fucking do it. Adopt the Dewey Decimal System or some shit.
I know. That's what I'm saying, but I want some input.
I don't want to input. Because I want to label whatever I want, however I want it. Because this is goddamn America.
That is unacceptable.
Communist.
Fucking no. No.
We'll just write it out.
Can you not hear me? Here, I'll tell you no in Discord. Hold on. I'm coming.
No, I
no,
Discord
no.
Why is it speaking up? Your mom. But yeah, no, I don't know how we want to do that because there's like I do F1, F2, F3, F4. But
we have to loop it in, and we would actually have to have an external sound card, not part of the system, so that it would come in through the headphones, through the input with your microphone. So, I'll look into that. Can't be that hard.
We should try another live cast on the Podbean. See what happens.
Is that the one where you have to have an Android?
Oh yeah, no, that was the one that nobody could sign into. They wanted you to give your
Jesus. Yeah. That's right. Damn it.
They're like, can we get the last four of your social, your birthday, and your address? And we're going to send you something to your house. You take a picture with your ID so that you can go ahead and log in. It's like, what the fuck is this? Fucking mega classifieds? What the fuck? What am I, a hooker?
We need a DNA sample, a sperm sample, a stool sample.
We're gonna need you to, we need you to fucking spit into this fucking vagina right here, and then you're
I wouldn't do that. That's how you get you're gonna get an infection.
Get an infection.
How am I gonna get an infection from spitting?
They're gonna get an infection.
Oh yeah, well that's probably because I'm chewing on fucking cat shit. It looks like fucking lime fingers.
The finger lines do not go in the cat box.
Finger.
Do you think a cat would try and bury him?
No.
Oh, here's one.
Here's one. Like limes.
How do you? I myself, okay, I have an issue with using bags for grain, only because.
You don't
depending
understand
on the filter and how good it is, a lot of times, like the bottom of the bag won't colonize because it suffocates itself and it chokes itself off. You know, it's not like a woman who comes faster when you put a bag over her head and you fucking start strangling her with the fucking bag. You know, it stops growing. But with jars, you know, I'd like to be able to look at it so the whole thing colonizes. Yeah, I mean, do you guys have a lot of luck with? Do any of you use grain in your fucking bags?
Yeah, I do grain bags, and I've never had a problem.
I do grain bags a lot. Yeah, not every time. Set them up a lot.
Yeah, like I don't leave them I don't leave them like folded, like 2 to 5 pounds, sometimes 15 pounds on big bags. But I don't have a problem with it because I put the grains in pretty dry. You know, and then I once the first big shake and break happens, I leave it open like a tent, like you know, I leave air and I don't squish all the air out and wrap it back up. Like I leave it like open like a tent, like you know, I leave it standing up to colonize, or I'll lay it flat for a while. I'll move it around so that it's get good air exchange. I've never had a problem. Like. Only time I've ever had a problem is when I put the grain in too fucking wet. But I solved that by putting a handful of dry aspen in the bottom. So if there's any excess moisture, it's absorbed by the wood. Right. So I don't get like foggy bags or anything anymore.
I had a couple guys who were talking. They wanted to put fucking vermiculite in their jars for moisture. I was like, I tried that decades ago. It was horrible because as soon as you do your first shake, the whole fucking jar looks like fucking.
Well, remember when we tried the grain-free grain spawn, where I made grain spawn out of perlite and like brown rice flour and stuff, and I put it in the cement mixer until the perlite became like
little pebbles?
Snowballs. Yeah. And it worked. It colonized fast. And then the first break and shake, and it turned to toothpaste. Yeah, that wasn't cool. It was doing great until the first break and shake, and then it just all turned to fucking peanut butter or toothpaste. And that was it. Like, I just like, oh, shit, this is horrible. I gave up.
Here's a FAFO idea. I think that if we were to take you know how you have the under gravel filters where it has if you went ahead and filled an aquarium, say, with water, and you did bags, but at the bottom of the bag you had a screen of some sort that was kind of thick, like a sponge screen kind of thing. So the whole thing colonized with that built into the bottom of the bag. So it's in the bottom of the brick. What if you then floated that brick on that flotation device / water?
You're trying to make
like hydroponic mushrooms.
It's basically like hydroponics for mycology.
Yeah. Well, I think there might be a problem with that as far as because mushrooms don't really put down roots. They could go there and
they absorb everything.
Water.
And if you were to put aspen or straw in with the bale, that might be sticking out the bottom, or even like a cloth that would wick it away, or they'd be able to absorb the moisture through the wicking process. Not wicking, that would be the wrong word for that. But I mean, because basically you just stab a fucking bag with water and replace the water. But if they're floating on the bottom and they have a way to absorb moisture, and then you can keep that in a very clean environment, I'm wondering if you might be able to get more flushes and bigger flushes.
It's like the Kratky system for mushrooms, the Kratky deep water culture system. I mean, it's worth trying.
Or how about an ebb and flow system for a fucking? You get a big, huge table with fucking bricks, and each one of them is like a bucket system, so it fucking fills up and drops out. But it only does
at that point,
bit of water.
At that point, I wouldn't. I would leave the brick unwrapped completely on the bottom and just set it on a screen, and like it's only like a quarter of an inch off the ground. An ebb and flow system I could see working pretty well, where you added water and maybe until it's up about a quarter of the way up the side of the brick, and then you let it sit there for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then it drains it all back out. And then lets it sit dry for an hour or two, and then it fills it back up and does it again. I think that system would work pretty well, honestly, because you'd keep the brick constantly hydrated. You wouldn't end up with them floating away because they got too dry, and you would constantly be adding like some light nutrition. I think that as you would need, I didn't think you would need to do that.
You might just be able to. It'd be easier even with some hydrogen peroxide in the water.
Yeah,
it would keep it from contaminating. But why would you need to put? Well, no, I guess after a while you might be able to float it on some LC or some sort.
Well, I was thinking like the sort of nutrition that I was thinking is like a little bit of Epsom salt, a little bit of like a little bit of nitrogen, a little bit of erythritol, stuff like that that's expendable that gets used up. But it would be very tiny, like parts per million, just because it doesn't, it just doesn't need that much at that point because they're just in fruiting stage, just growing. I think that you'd probably end up. Well, people wonder why their whole bricks shrink, right? When you make a brick, your substrate shrinks. Some of it goes into making the mushrooms. Some of it's gone with the water that goes away.
I was going to say, where do you think the mass from the mushrooms comes from?
Yeah, but more of it gets turned into carbon dioxide during the colonization process. It's the same thing that happens with your compost pile. Why does your compost pile get smaller over time? It's because most of it is turned to atmospheric carbon. So
turn into the basic building blocks of awesomeness.
Yeah. So I think that just adding maybe a carbon source, like a water soluble carbon source, or maybe like a little would probably be a pretty good way to go. Like the liquid plant feed that you get for aquariums, that's the liquid carbon that you use. I use it in my aquarium all the time for my plants because I don't have a CO2 injection system. That would be pretty interesting to experiment with. I like gaming this out. This is pretty cool because they're going to use the carbon, the erythritol, the potassium, all that stuff, and to create the cell walls it needs. So I think I like this. I think it's possible. You would have to be very careful.
Sketches earlier today when I was fucking making I was just doing grain because I'm going to try some big bags of grain, but I did some sclerotia bags, so I did a lot more coffee and everything else than I normally would.
Yeah.
But I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? Maybe if I floated something, I started drawing out some pictures. I figured,
FAFO that shit, bro.
I'll let you guys shit on my idea. See what happens.
I don't think it's a bad idea. If you were to do floating pads of them, I think that stabbing a single sterile chopstick into the bottom would probably be your best bet for a wick, as bamboo does wick, but very slowly. But what it does do is it provides a easily colonizable contact point between the water.
It's like the wood sticks in a fucking slant.
Yeah. I think maybe a chopstick would work better than like any sort of cotton-based wicking system, because it will pull too much water and might drown everything.
Right. Turn it to mush.
Yeah. I'd be interested to try a cracky deep water culture system with a chopstick. And I think the flood and drain system, I think, would work very well.
We're going to find out.
Yeah. This sounds like a lot like something to play with. Yeah. And the new lab, once it's finished, we'll have a lot of really fun experiments like that going. But
oh shit, I might have my fucking hands on a new lab, like an actual room, not like taking a shed, making it look good. Actual room that's been made for like someone's grandmother. And
nice.
It's insulated. It's got a heater. It's got a cooler.
What?
And it's a garage. It's insulated, nice. But it's not a garage door. It's an actual fucking man door.
It's a converted garage. Yeah. That's sweet, dude. How much is that going to set you back?
I'm actually going to be trading.
Like, I mean, you have to like fluff.
Not work as in work, but work as in money line for business. Not those kind of lines. Electrical lines, fucking network lines for cameras.
Cool. That's neat. Yeah, well, guys, anybody else have anything to add? We've pretty much just bitched and talked about porn this entire episode, which is about on par.
It's about right.
Yeah,
sounds like an average Tuesday.
I feel like we've accomplished something.
What? I don't know, right. But some.
We got something nice to fucking say, and Deadpool go.
Okay. Listen, just because. I don't got another for you today. Sorry.
Sweet. And Micro Nutty, go. I know. I heard you just take a fucking hit of something because you just fucking tried to giggle to your goddamn.
He's mouth. Like, and ha ha.
Yeah.
The positive words. Even an empty beer is worth something.
5 cents.
I guess.
Yeah. In Oregon. Yeah.
In Oregon. All right, Dad, what do you got?
Positive?
Yep.
Come on.
If somebody's grinding your gears, shut up. Somebody's grinding your gears, just remember the old saying, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change the things I can, and how to hide the bodies of those that I can't deal with. Remember that.
That is wiser words. Great wise words. Beautiful stuff. It's poetic. Is stanza brought about by Genghis Khan. So, coming from me, something nice. Shit, I don't fucking have shit. I haven't thought a nice thing in almost a week. Sorry, Father, but I haven't thought a nice fucking thought in almost a week. Everything's been fucking working, fucking freaking house building, and fucking this and fucking that. It's been busy. Too much busy. Take time to enjoy the small stuff. I guess it'd be my nice words today. So if anybody would like to buy any sort of cultivation supplies,
is that you putting out a fucking advertisement for fucking Mega Personal?
Deadpool. Fucking Deadpool. Deadpool's going to be the person to get a hold of. You can go ahead and get a hold of him in our in the Discord. He has grain spawn and all sorts of fun shit to sell you. And let's see. You go ahead and like our Etsy page. It's going to be FAFOCult.etsy.com. Go ahead and send us any sort of hate mail, love mail, complaints, bitches, moans,
Those are going to trim.
Or requests for dirty pictures. You can go ahead and do that at FAFOCult@gmail.com. If you want to send us some money, we promise to use it for straight debauchery and also to keep this podcast rolling. It's going to be the FAFOCult at Venmo, or Venmo is going to be the at FAFOCult. And the Cash App is going to be $ FAFOCult. Let's see. What else are we forgetting? If you would like to see Dad's parrot naked, go ahead and like us below.
Buy me a beer. Buy me a beer first, at least. Come on.
Buy him a beer.
Send it to Farrell.
Yeah, buy him
payments
a beer.
In cash or full frontal nudity.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We love our listeners. It looks like New Zealand's really been picking up a lot. We get like 292 new fucking listens from New Zealand.
Insiders, what's up?
You guys have been kicking ass over the last 2 weeks. Sorry you missed last week's episode, guys. Everybody had just a billion things going on.
Not me. I was there.
Yeah,
I was here.
He forgot.
I was here.
But it was late.
Dad's always here, though.
Yeah, like herpes. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off tonight, guys. We love y'all and good night.
Later.
Herpes, huh? Okay.